Blueface's new girlfriend just confirmed what everyone's been afraid to say out loud about Chrisean Rock's son. And honestly, after everything that's come to light, it's getting harder to ignore the signs that have been there from the very beginning. Multiple people from different parts of this situation are all saying the same thing, and the evidence keeps piling up. It all started when Chrisean's own sister decided she couldn't stay quiet anymore.
It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? You're like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there. What I was wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your love your six didn't kick in. They said what I do was C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Or when your mama instance was that thing. Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did that. So don't do that. When I encourage you, I keep asking you, leave me alone. You want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking about my grandbaby, like. And you know what's crazy? We will never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. You are foul and disgusting.
Torienne was actually in the delivery room when JR was born, and what she revealed sent shockwaves through social media. According to her, Chrisean had chlamydia during the birth and allegedly refused a C-section. She put it all out there, claiming the nurses came in with test results showing the infection, and Chrisean still chose natural birth despite the risks. Torienne went off in a video, saying the nurses literally came in to discuss the test results, and Chrisean just told them to say it out loud in front of everyone. For anyone who doesn't know, giving birth with an untreated STD can cause blindness and serious lifelong complications for the baby. We're talking permanent damage that could have been prevented. Torienne wasn't holding back either, saying her sister knew exactly what she was doing when she sent that baby through an infected birth canal. She even mentioned that she was the one taking care of JR afterward, and Chrisean didn't even know how to care for him properly. The family tension was obvious, and this wasn't just drama. This was a sister accusing another sister of knowingly putting a newborn in danger. The fact that Torienne was authorized to hear medical information and was present during the birth gives her claims serious weight. Fast forward to Blueface getting released from prison, and the first thing he did was rush to see his kids. The videos he posted hit different though. There was Blue in the studio with JR, just father and son time, and people noticed something they hadn't seen before. The baby actually looked calm, relaxed, like he was finally getting the attention and care he needed. Chrisean even posted about how they'd figured out co-parenting after 2 years. Calling it an answered prayer, she said Blueface was still her baby daddy and best friend, and they were being more mature than ever. She emphasized that neither of them tried to control the other's love life, and all she wanted was what's best for their son, which meant making it easy for Blueface to be a great dad. One clip showed JR standing in his playpen for what seemed like the first time. While his dad watched with pride, Blue also shared emotional footage of reuniting with his other children, the ones he shares with Jade and Alexis, and cameras caught the family embracing after being separated for so long. Fans were genuinely happy seeing JR so peaceful, especially after all the chaos that usually surrounds Chrisean. People commented that this was the first time they'd seen the baby actually treated with genuine parental love and attention. The difference was night and day. But here's where things took a dark turn. Those same heartwarming videos that showed a calm, loved baby also made people realize something was seriously off. Blueface went to prison when JR was a newborn. 2 years later, the kid still can't sit up on his own. In the clips, he's just staring off into space. And his movements don't match what you'd expect from a toddler his age. People started comparing notes in the comments, and the consensus was clear. This isn't normal development for a 2-year-old. Parents were chiming in saying their kids were running around and talking in full sentences at that age. And here's JR barely able to support his own head. The concern went from whispers to full-blown alarm bells. And it wasn't just haters being cruel. These were genuine observations from people who could see something was wrong. And that's when Hazel E entered the picture. She's been getting cozy with Blueface since his release, posting flirty videos and calling him king, while he tells her he looks better standing next to her. They were spotted at Meme House Productions in Los Angeles, dancing closely and sharing playful exchanges that fueled romance speculation immediately. They've apparently known each other since 2018, keeping in touch on and off, but timing and circumstances always got in the way. Now, with Blueface back home, they're finally exploring something more serious. Sources say they're officially casually dating, and she's quickly becoming the new stepmom in the situation. But more importantly, word on the street is that Hazel's been confirming what others have suspected, that there's definitely something wrong with JR. She's allegedly been vocal about noticing issues with the baby's development. Now, I know how messy it looks for a new girlfriend to comment on the ex's child, but Hazel wouldn't be the first person pointing this out. She's just saying what a growing number of people have been noticing for months. At this point, she's just another voice in a chorus that keeps getting louder. The speculation actually started way back when JR was first born in September 2023. People immediately noticed physical characteristics that concerned them. The folds in his eyes, small eye size, flat nose bridge, constantly open mouth, and unusually large, low-set ears. These are all potential indicators of fetal alcohol syndrome. And it didn't help that Blueface himself had been claiming Chrisean smoked and drank throughout her pregnancy. Everyone remembered seeing her partying while visibly pregnant, catching heat online for it multiple times. The evidence was right there on social media for everyone to see. Some followers even said JR's cry sounded like it could be related to withdrawal symptoms, though high-pitched crying in infants can have multiple causes, including alcohol withdrawal. Chrisean clapped back at the time, insisting her baby was healthy and that doctors would have told her if something was wrong. She also said that just because her son's baby pictures weren't cute, it didn't mean people could post him online and start speculating about his health. She was clearly in defensive mode, shutting down any suggestion that something might be off. But the concerns didn't stop there. Over the following months, people started documenting what they saw as obvious developmental delays. If Chrisean had been taking JR to doctor appointments on schedule, there's no way she hadn't been told something was wrong. That's what medical professionals do. They track milestones and flag delays immediately. There was that infamous Walmart video where JR's head was completely unsupported and dangling, while Chrisean walked her dog on a leash through the store. Followers were horrified, pointing out the danger of having a baby's neck flopping around like that. A lot of people cited the risks of having the neck unsupported and accused Chrisean of being too distracted to properly tend to JR, while she also walked her dog on a leash inside the store. Even Blueface commented, writing that he was just as surprised as everyone else by what he was seeing. His mother, Carissa, went off too, blasting Chrisean for having the baby folded over like he was doing gymnastics already. She made it clear she didn't like any of Chrisean's choices and couldn't understand why her son was involved with someone so careless. But it got worse. Blueface accused Chrisean of being an unfit mother, claiming she pushed back surgery for their newborn son's hernia and missed hospital appointments to address his health issues. Remember, Blueface had already threatened to take the baby if Chrisean didn't pay enough attention to him. He literally wrote a warning directly to her, saying if she didn't make their son her main focus and priority for at least 30 days, he would file for custody. He even added that the sad part was that people cared about the baby more than she did at that point. He called her selfish, saying she was only worried about what she wanted to do instead of what's best for the child. In multiple tweets, he said his baby was hurting every day and Chrisean was acting like it wasn't a problem. He described showing up for a surgery appointment only to be told they'd missed it 2 days earlier and the doctors were busy, so they'd have to reschedule. That's when he realized she wasn't really up for the challenge of being a responsible parent. There was also another incident where Chrisean filmed herself at a restaurant eating with her son, and people claimed the baby didn't blink once in the entire video. That level of staring into space raised even more red flags about possible neurological issues. The grandmother wasn't staying quiet either. Carissa went on Instagram Live to explain her comments, suggesting there could be some type of neurological issue with JR. She insisted that everyone in the family could see something was wrong, including Blueface. She brought up the drinking during pregnancy again, saying everyone knew about it and could see it happening. She made it clear they all knew what could come with prenatal alcohol exposure, and they could see the signs right in front of them. She said they weren't stupid and weren't going to play stupid about what was obvious to everyone watching. When your own mother-in-law is publicly discussing potential brain issues and developmental problems, that's not just internet gossip anymore. That's family sounding the alarm. That's people who actually know the situation, intimately speaking out because they're worried about a child's well-being. So now we've got Chrisean's sister making allegations about an STD during birth that could have caused permanent damage. Fans documenting developmental delays for over a year with video evidence. Blueface accusing her of medical neglect and missing critical appointments. His mother suggesting neurological problems and calling out what everyone in the family sees, and allegedly Hazel E confirming what everyone's been observing. That's not one person with an agenda or internet trolls being cruel. That's multiple independent sources from different angles all pointing to the same conclusion. That's family members, the father, medical appointments being missed, and visual evidence that anyone can see in the videos. Chrisean keeps denying anything's wrong, but at what point does denial become dangerous? The pattern is undeniable. A 2-year-old who can't sit up on his own, missed medical appointments for serious issues like hernia surgery, delayed treatments, and a family that's openly worried about his development. Whether Hazel should be commenting or not, she's just the latest voice in a chorus that's been growing louder for months. The real question isn't whether people should be talking about it. It's whether anyone's actually doing something to help this child get the medical attention and care he clearly needs. This situation is still unfolding, and Star Savvy is keeping you updated on every development with Chrisean, Blueface, and JR. We'll be watching to see if Chrisean finally addresses these concerns, or if more people close to the family speak out. Hit subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update on this story.